You guys, what a day. Ugh. Hi, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who do not know, it's Peyton. This is my little corner of the internet where I take you through wedding planning, dental school, and just my life. And it is my week 6 vlog. I'm starting it on Tuesday because I did film a little night in my life last night. I never finished that vlog. I need to still finish that vlog, but I did do that, so I didn't film for this video, my like weekly one. But yeah, so this is the story. I got to the school at 6 a.m. today because I wanted to catch up on projects. My goal was to finish 4 projects today. One second, let me get my lunch. Okay, so we're doing the classic Velveeta Easy Mac because this morning, like I said, I was at the school at 6. I was up until like 2 or 3. And it was not a vibe to make an actual lunch. So I did what I accomplished. I turned in 4 projects today. I finished up my casts, did my custom tray, did my whole impression. I did my preps. I killed the preps. Guys, I felt so good about it. There was like a couple spots where like I got a little lost, but considering this was my first time doing a premolar prep, and it was only my 3rd time doing a prep on a molar, I felt really good about it. So that was a good feeling of just being like, I feel like I know what I'm doing. I can see what it's supposed to look like. I feel good. Like when the TA came over to grade it, she only gave me like 1 or 2 notes. And then we graded it and she was like, yeah, you definitely got an A. And I did. So we love to see that. But yeah, so I caught up with where we're supposed to be because like he like gives us like rough draft timelines where it's like, oh, like you should try and have this done by then, but like it's not hard due dates. So I was like behind on a couple of them because I was being too picky about my cast, and like I just needed to suck it up and just be like, it's fine. So yeah, that was the deal with that. But then okay, so maybe this is TMI. If you don't like talking about like birth control and that kind of stuff, skip ahead. But so I've been on hormonal birth control since I was 18. I went on it because I used to get really bad cramps, but I also think that I just like wasn't taking care of myself then. And so like there was one time where I passed out and like we decided that I should go on birth control because of the passing out, but who knows what it was, honestly. Like it could have, like I said, been that like it was the first day of undergrad, I was stressed, not taking care of myself. Like there's a lot of things that could have gone into it. But so I've been on it since I was 18. I'm now almost 24 in a couple months. And I've wanted to get off of it for about a year now. When I talked to my OBGYN last time, she treated me like I was kind of a child, and it really upset me because I was like, hey, I want to talk about like the possibility of it. Like I've talked to friends who've gotten off of it who felt good. I've talked to friends who've gotten off of it and felt terrible. A bird just flew into the window. And so I was like, would love to just like discuss it with you. And she's like, let's not self-diagnose. Let's not take medical advice from friends. And I was like, okay. And she's like, basically looked at me like I was an idiot and was like, well, do you want to get pregnant? And I was like, well, no, but like, that's not the only thing birth control does. And like, she's like, well, if we're not looking to have a baby, then we're staying on birth control. And I was like, okay, first of all, there are so many forms of birth control that are not taking a pill every day. And so, I know. And so, I did my research a little bit of just like different methods and just that kind of thing of like more like natural planning. Cause I just like feel like I've been on birth control since I was an adult. And so it's like, I have no idea if it was like affecting me negatively. Like I have no idea if it was affecting my energy levels, my emotions, anything, like my weight, like anything. So I was like, basically, I took matters into my own hand. I did a lot of research, not saying that's what you should do, but if my OBGYN wasn't going to take me seriously, which I am looking for a new one, because, like, I was like, dude, I'm in dental school. Like, I understand the fact that, like, I was like, when I say I want to get off birth control, it wasn't like, oh, I'm just going to do nothing now. Like, I'm well aware. And so, actually, the reason I got like, the first thing that, like, really, like, told me, like, okay, I'll just do it myself, was Allison Kuchkutch. I don't know how to say her name, but she like posted about this app called Natural Cycle. And basically, you know, I still have a couple of months of birth control left on my prescription. And so I figured, I was like, I'll just do it for a couple months, see how I feel. So far, I felt great. Like I said, I have a friend who got off of it and was like, it was awful. I, knock on all the wood, haven't had any bad experiences. My skin feels great. No, thank you. No, thank you. I haven't, like, experienced, like, hair loss. Like, I've heard a lot of things, but I was like, you know, like, I'm not having kids anytime soon. And, like, that's not the game plan. However, like, when I do have kids, like, I don't want it to be, like, you know, 3 or 4 years from now. Is that the math? Yeah, because I graduate in, like, 2-ish years. So, like, yeah, 3.5 to 5 years from now, when Charles and I have the discussion of, like, kids, I don't want it to be like, okay, before we can even attempt to have kids, I have to get off of birth control. I have to, like, detox myself. I have to figure out what my cycle is. I have to figure out all that stuff. So, long story short, went off of it, like, middle of January. And I'm still, like, figuring out everything. Well, so I get done with the 4 projects. I stand up. I'm feeling great. And then I'm like, something feels weird. Something feels a little off. I had started my period. Wasn't prepared for that. And we wear light blue scrubs. So thankfully, like, the way I was sitting, it didn't go on my, like, white coat, because that would have been obvious. So I, like, literally walked to the car wearing my white coat, and then ran home, changed pants, grabbed everything I needed, and now here I am. But, you know, it's fine. Like I said, I feel like maybe it's placebo, but, like, I just feel better emotionally. I feel better, like, feel more motivated. Obviously, there's, like, still days where you're not, because, like, of course. No, that doesn't mean jump. That doesn't mean jump, because then your brother comes over and he jumps, and I don't want to be jumped on. But, yeah, so that's my, like, TMI story. If it resonates with you, take it. If not, don't. But now, oh my god, I'm so excited to hit refresh on my Canvas page and watch everything get marked off. Oh, yeah. Everything for this week is now marked off on my Canvas. I still have a lot to do this week, obviously, because I have, like, the quiz at 1, quiz tomorrow at 9, exam tomorrow, the next day at 8, and then Friday I have to keep working on this project. And so I'm going to try to come in probably, like, Thursday night and get some more work done. But that's okay, because we officially are caught up on deadlines, and that is a win, folks. Yeah, but so game plan, I'm going to eat and look over the PowerPoint for the quiz. Then I'm going to take these little yahoos on a really quick, you know what, because I'm running a little late today. Well, actually, I mean, it's only 12:08. So I don't have to leave for another 30 minutes. So we'll make it at least 20 minutes if I eat quick enough. And then I have that quiz. I have a lecture in diagnosis and treatment planning that I'm going to go up and shadow. And then I have a quick meeting with my research partner so we can come up with a game plan. And then I'm going to go home and I'm going to get some stuff done. We have a lot to do today. And I'm going to work out tonight still, no matter what. So I'm feeling like I was really, like, overwhelmed for a minute when I stood up and was like, oh my god, I need to go home, but I also need to go check on the dogs. I was a little overwhelmed, but I'm feeling okay now. So Okay, you guys, we are on the road. We got a good little mile-long walk-in. So about like, I think with the pace we were walking, it was like 18, 19 minutes. Probably like more like 19, 20 if I'm being real. But we were bowling. Now it is 12:44 and I'm headed to the school for my quiz at 1. I'm hanging in there. I definitely need to catch up on my water goal because I have been really, well, it's not even that I've been bad about drinking water. It's the fact that when I'm in a lab where we're not allowed to have water, because we're not allowed to have water in the lab or in clinic. So when I spend from 6 a.m. to 11:30 in a lab where I can't drink water, it's kind of impossible to hit your water goal of drinking 40 ounces by noon, you know? Because that's what my goal is. I like to finish 1 water bottle before noon, 1 by 5, and then 1 after 5. Guys, today I see my first patient. I'm so excited. I'm really nervous. I feel prepared though. It's a prophy. I'm not saying just a prophy, that's the first rule we learn, because prophies are very important. They're the backbone of any dental practice. It's just dentists don't do them that often. But I'm doing a prophy today. I'm doing it on my dad. He's gonna be my first patient ever. That's not like another student. And so I'm really excited just to like, I don't know. So basically, I've been up since like 5-ish off and on. But I didn't start working till like 6:30, but I made a checklist for the whole appointment. I think for probably the first few weeks of like doing actual procedures, I'm gonna do this. I think I'm gonna get a clinical notebook, and my game plan is for it to be like checklist this side. You know me, I'm just a list person. I really work well when I have a list so I don't forget anything. So I'm thinking I'll do the checklist over here, notes about the appointment over here, vice versa kind of thing. Depending on like how much there is. But for like, eventually, I'm sure I won't need to do that much. I'm sure it'll literally be like, these are the 3 procedures we're doing, and like, I'll know the order. But just while like, nerves are still at play, I really don't want to forget anything, so I'm trying to set myself up for success. So for the prophy, I have first patient ever, I have the date and then the prophy, and so it's set up cubicle, go over med history, which thankfully, because he's my dad, I had him send me his med history early so I could enter it. So I literally just have to like hit no changes and then go can get my faculty check. So hopefully we can get started like right at 1. Then I have to do an intraoral exam and take notes on that. I have to do probing depths, scaling, which I came up with. I've been watching videos this morning on different orders that dental hygienists use while scaling. So I think what I want to do is mandibular anterior, because those are typically where you get the most like buildup because of your salivary glands being right there. Then I'm going to do surfaces. I'll be in 8 o'clock position, do surfaces towards me. So that's going to be the buccal of your right, lingual of your left, and then I'll switch to 11 o'clock position and I'll do surfaces away, which is going to be buccal of your left, lingual of your right, and then end with maxillary anteriors. Then you polish, floss, rinse, get a faculty check, enter codes, dismiss patient, clean up cubicle, do progress notes. But yeah, so this is like the start of me getting patients, and it just is crazy. I'm excited. I'm just really proud of myself for getting here. I'm gonna keep, it's 7:04. I want to leave here at like 7:40, so I have 35 minutes to get ready. Which, now that I'm saying that, doesn't seem like that much time, but I have to get ready. I'm on the last thing I want to review for this, and then I'll review more when I get there. Okay, guys. I think the last time I vlogged with my hair up like this, I also was wearing this sweatshirt, so maybe this is just the way I wear my hair when I'm, you know, I'm going for the full sporty look. I need to clean up this kitchen before my dad gets here because right now, I can't even lie, it's pretty gross because we meal prepped yesterday and then, you know, we were tired and it did not get cleaned. So now, here we are, next day, wishing we would have cleaned it. Shocker, I know. We would have never guessed that we would regret. I mean, who would have thought? Definitely me. Oh my gosh. I swear, I specifically told him ice cream scoops cannot go in the dishwasher. They can never go in the dishwasher because then they don't work anymore. He's such a goober. Like it goes in one ear, right out the next. Okay, let's power through. My dad is probably like 15, 20 minutes away by now. So I'm gonna quickly clean the kitchen so I don't have to explain why it's so messy. And then we'll hang out. He's gonna get here at like, shit, he's probably closer to 10 minutes away because he said he's gonna get here at 11:30, 11:40, so. Okay, it looks so much better in here. My dad should be here any minute. This was the Valentine's Day gift my parents got for Lane and I. And so it's a little like candle warmer, and then this Midsummer Night's Yankee candle, which just smells like a really good man. I figured I'll leave it back there, but then like when I actually use it, I'll probably like plug it in over here and like move it to where it's not directly under this. Like I'll probably like set it towards the edge of the oven or whatever, just so it's safer. But obviously like aesthetics wise, it looks a lot cuter away in the corner. Or I could even plug it in like down here and use it, but yeah, I just think it looks better over there than like just sitting out. And then I have my mom's gift that I wrapped, and then I'm gonna see if my dad wants this. If not, I'll just make Charles actually use it, so we'll see. I never updated you yesterday, but it went really, really well. I like every procedure you do, it's either a pass or a not yet, and I passed, which I mean I wasn't really worried about it, but more importantly, I did everything by myself on the first try except for a couple of like one area still had stuff that I missed, but she taught me a trick. Babe, will you grab the bug? It's over with. But like one area that I missed, sorry, for some reason our light keeps flashing. Then we came back here, had a drink with my dad before he went home, and then we went to our Valentine's Day dinner, and then I was just gonna take a quick little like chill in bed for a second, and instead I napped for about 10 hours.
We love a 10-hour nap.
No, that's an exaggeration. From 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. No, that's 9 hours.
Yeah.
Look at me go. Now it is, what time is it, babes?
It is 7:02.
7:02, I have a final. I have to take at 8, but it's an open note final, so I'm not that worried. I'm gonna head to the library and take it. I'm so sorry that this light is flashing like that. It's so rude.
Big tweaking.
And then, yeah, that's kind of the game plan, so.